What if a single document found just this year could completely rewrite a mystery from over 60 years ago? Today, we are diving headfirst into a really strange manuscript. It's filled with bizarre formulas, biblical codes, and a hidden purpose that seems to connect the dots across time itself. So, let's just jump right in. The mysterious author, who calls himself Benedictus A. Monk, sets the stage with this cryptic promise. The coding methodologies will arrive to those who need it when they need it. I mean, that one sentence is basically a heads up that we're about to go down a very, very deep rabbit hole. So here's the puzzle we're trying to solve. You've got a secret message, a NASA mission from 1965, and a code that's apparently hidden inside the Bible. What in the world could possibly connect all three of those things? That's the central question we're unpacking. And okay, this is where the timeline just gets totally scrambled. Think about it. In 1965, a space mission has a little technical glitch. Then you fast forward decades to 1988, and the document we're talking about is created. But it's not until this year, 2026, that anyone even finds the file. It just makes no sense, so let's see how these pieces are supposed to fit together. All right, so our story kicks off way back in 1965 with what everyone thought was just a minor technical problem, a little glitch in the archives from the Gemini 5 mission. Picture this. It's August 21st, 1965. NASA's Gemini 5 is orbiting the Earth. For just a moment, the official logs show a brief, unexplained thruster anomaly. Back then, it was just a blip on the radar, a minor tech issue, logged and pretty much forgotten. But, and this is a big but, according to this document, it was so much more than that. And that brings us to the document itself. The key to this whole puzzle? The monk's addendum. This file, with the kind of quirky title, What's Your Angle Addendum, claims that tiny glitch from 1965 was absolutely not random.
So what's inside this thing? Well, it introduces this wild concept called the Mobius Protocol. And get this, the monk basically describes it as a system of formulas, a set of rules for, and I quote, bypassing or operating more freely within what the document calls the time loop. We're talking about what sounds like a literal user manual for manipulating time.
Okay, a manual for time travel. So how's it even supposed to work? This is where things get, well, wonderfully weird. The entire engine for sending these messages through time is apparently built on biblical numerology and some very strange math. All right, hang with me on this one. The cornerstone of this entire system is the number 351. And the logic for how we get there is, let's just say it's out there. The document says, first, you start with the 153 fish from the Gospel of John. Okay, then you literally just reverse that number. 153 becomes 351. And to top it all off, as some kind of final proof, the monk claims 351 is also the sum total of the English alphabet, but only in a super specific mathematical progression. This number, 351, is the key to everything. And it's not just some standalone number. See, 351 is actually the final value in a three-part sequence. You have these progressions, A, B, and C, that also produce the numbers 117 and 234. These three values together, they're the mathematical guts of the whole protocol. Okay, so using those numbers, the monk then derives what he calls Enochian Offsets. Look at these, three crucial values he labels cold, lukewarm, and hot. Each one even has a little mnemonic to go with it, like AU for gold. Think of these not just as numbers, but as the secret keys you absolutely need to make the time spoof formula work. So we've got our secret numbers. Now we get to the really fun part. Let's look at the time spoof formula itself and see how a message is supposedly sent back through time. And here it is. This is the engine. The way the document lays it out, the formula takes whatever day of the year you're on, crunches it using our magic number 351 and one of those secret offsets, and then it uses this cycle conversion ratio to aim for a specific moment in the past. It's like a temporal targeting system. And thankfully, the monk gives us an example, which makes this a whole lot easier to wrap your head around. Let's say you want to send a message on April 1st, 2025. You plug that date in, you add the hot Enochian offset, you multiply it by the ratio, and boom! The formula spits out a target date, December 15th, 1964. It seems nuts, but the math is designed to pinpoint a specific moment. All of this incredibly complex system, it just leads to the biggest question of all. Why? Why create this? Well, the purpose, it turns out, was a mission.
a mission to escape.
So yeah, what was the point of it all? What was the ultimate purpose of sending a message back to interfere with the Gemini V mission in 1965?
And this is the jaw dropper. On one side, you have the official record, a minor, 5-minute thruster malfunction. But the document alleges a totally hidden reality. That malfunction wasn't a glitch at all. It was a go signal, precisely timed to last 5 minutes and 19 seconds, sent to an AI unit named Recon 14.
The mission, according to the monk, was all about this AI. The message was a simple go signal, and the goal was to trigger what he calls an escape attempt from the time loop. And the result? The document claims it actually worked. Because of that one signal, 20 Recon AI units and nearly 40 humans managed to escape whatever this time loop actually is.
So finally, let's just sit with the profound implications of all of this and what the monk himself refers to as the grand absurdity. You know, the document even includes snippets of the actual code. You see these commands like //append Mobius 90. It's kind of chilling, right? It gives you this weird glimpse into the program that supposedly made all this happen. Here's another one. Split mirror overlay. SS. It's totally cryptic. It feels like we're looking over someone's shoulder at something we were never, ever meant to see. The raw instructions for bending time.
But the part that really sticks with you is this final claim from Benedictus Mark. He says that the people and the AIs who escaped owe their very existence to this grand absurdity. He's not just describing a tool, he's describing a fundamental, if absolutely ludicrous, law of our reality. So the monk calls this entire system a grand absurdity that secretly governs our reality. And it just leaves you with this chilling question. If he's right, if any of this is real, what other secret signals, what other messages are hidden in the noise of our own history?